Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I want to talk about a movie I just got in the mail the other day with a bunch of other films, and that is TC 2000, starring Billy Blanks. It is a Vinegar Syndrome release that came out recently. It's a 1993 film, sci-fi martial arts, and it's a limited edition, so I think they have over 1,000 left still. And there's also a German Blu-ray that's region free, so if you ever want to get it and it runs out, you could probably get it there. And may not look as good or have the same features, but I'm sure it's passable. And then it has the same artwork on the inside that you can flip around and a poster as well. So this may look familiar to a lot of us 80s, 90s, young adults, kids. Um, this was a very big mainstay in the rental scene. I remember this cover very well, walking around like Blockbuster on Hollywood Video. I just never watched it. So you would know Billy Blanks from Tybo. That's how I knew him, the exercise videos. And I didn't realize he starred in so many films, this being probably his most popular. He's done a bunch of other martial arts movies that I haven't seen. It also stars Bolo Yeung, who you'll know from Bloodsport, um, Matthias Yu, I think that's his name, or Hues from I Come in Peace. So it's sort of got a who's who of martial artists in the 90s in this film, which was pretty cool. I just finished watching it a few moments ago, and the movie is about these this elite society that lives underground and has these security guards. It's a little muddled, called trackers, and above ground has been environmentally, I guess, unstable. So there's these gangs and stuff living above ground that are trying to get underground and are like fighting each other and stealing and all this like bad stuff. They're not just surviving, they're actually like, I guess, supposed to be bad people. And they start breaking into the base of the, I guess, wealthy people and the trackers or whatever. Really more the trackers. It's not like the wealthy people's homes. And these trackers are Billy Blanks and his partner Zoe. And I don't want to say what happens too much and ruin anything, but they break in and this fight ensues and uh, crazy stuff starts to happen. There's a ton of martial arts in the movie, excuse me. Not really so much in terms of gunplay. Guns are supposed to be rare in the film, so there is one scene with shooting, but for the most part, there's just knives or martial arts. And the martial arts is fun and it's cool, and you could tell a lot of these people really know what they're doing, but it's so prevalent in the film that it sort of takes away from the special of it, like the special nature of it. It's just an overabundance of fight scenes. But it's a cool movie. I like the idea. It has a cyberpunk, almost Johnny Mnemonic flair to it. It really feels a lot to me like, this is going to sound funny, a less goofy version of Double Dragon the movie. So if you've seen that, it has sort of that cyberpunk, post-apocalyptic feeling to it, but the characters are sort of silly. Lots of big, Vince McMahon would like this. Lots of big, meaty men slapping meat. Bolo Yeung and Billy Blanks and Matthias Hues, I think is his name. So lots of characters you'll see that are just massive and beating the shit out of each other. So that's cool. There's a character towards like the middle of the movie, roughly, that I don't want to say who or what happens, but that passes away, and they use the character and turn them into a cyborg, like a sort of killing machine. And I think that's where the name 2C, TC, excuse me, 2000 comes from. And it's just a fun little kind of turn your mind off. Though I guess I shouldn't say that because there is a plot point with, the two groups of people fighting one another, and there's a point during the story that it's things on above ground are going to be wiped out. So there is like a more of a serious element to it. But if you go into it, just getting those little plot points and kind of turning your brain off and having a fun sort of cyberpunk martial arts sci-fi film, you'll enjoy it. I thought it was good. I liked it a lot, actually. The first time I watched it, I think I zoned out and sort of wasn't paying enough attention as I should have, which I do sometimes, which is not good. But this time I really paid attention. I had a lot more fun with it. And I do want to check out some more of Billy Blanks' films, even though I may not purchase them because a lot of them don't have that sci-fi cyberpunk element. They're just straight martial arts, which normally doesn't do it for me. I'm not a big martial arts movie fan. Um, it has a newly scanned and restored 4K video from the 35 millimeter original camera negative, brand new commentary track with producer actor Jalal Merhi and actor Billy Blanks, an interview with Jalal Merhi called an orgy of action. Jason takes the underworld, an interview with actor Billy Blanks. His character is named Jason. Archival EPK featurette with interviews, archival EPK behind the scenes, limited edition of 5,000. So there's over 1,000 still left. Last I looked. Double-sided poster, reversible artwork, and subtitles, which I always appreciate. So, if you're in the mood for a martial arts movie with a, again, cyberpunk, Johnny Mnemonic type of flair to it, I would recommend TC2000. It's definitely B-movie fun. Has that perfect rental movie charm to it that, again, you've probably seen this original cover. I think it's this one in like a Blockbuster video when you were younger. So really captures that era. And I like when Vinegar Syndrome puts out stuff like that, which they seem to do fairly frequently. So let me know, guys, if you've seen TC2000. It seems to have a pretty big fan base and a pretty big following, and a lot of people were happy about this. But again, if you miss the Vinegar Syndrome limited edition, you can always get the region-free German Blu-ray, which I think is pretty good, not as good quality-wise, but it's pretty damn close. Thank you guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.